I love my husband, but honestly, marriage is not what I expected.
Let me guess. Reality hit hard after the honeymoon phase.
Exactly. I mean, I knew marriage wouldn't be all romance and candlelit dinners, but I didn't expect so many disagreements over little things.
Trust me, that's normal. My wife and I still argue over whether the toilet seat should be left up or down, and we've been married for 15 years.
Oh yeah, those little things build up. My wife and I used to fight about dishes. It wasn't about the dishes, though. It was about feeling unappreciated.
That's interesting. Sometimes I feel like my husband and I aren't speaking the same language. I try to show love by doing things for him, like cooking his favorite meals, but he just seems distant.
Have you heard of the 5 love languages?
Vaguely. What are they again?
Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Everyone has a primary love language, and if you're not speaking his, he might not even recognize your effort.
That's true. My wife values quality time, but I used to think buying her gifts would make her happy. Turns out, she just wanted me to put my phone away and have real conversations.
That actually makes a lot of sense. My husband loves to cuddle, but sometimes I just want to relax without constant physical contact. Maybe his love language is physical touch.
Could be. The trick is learning to compromise. My wife loves words of affirmation, but I'm not naturally expressive. So, I make an effort to tell her how much I appreciate her, even when it feels unnatural.
That's a good point. Relationships take effort. The problem is, we get so busy with work and life that we forget to nurture them.
That's another issue. We both have demanding jobs. By the time we get home, we're exhausted, and sometimes we barely talk.
That's tough. My wife and I went through that when the kids were younger. We had to schedule us time, even if it was just 20 minutes after dinner. Otherwise, we were just 2 people sharing a house, not a marriage.
My wife and I started doing weekly date nights. It doesn't have to be fancy. Sometimes it's just watching a movie together without distractions.
I like that idea. I don't want us to just drift apart because we're too busy.
Communication is key. Don't wait until resentment builds up. Talk about how you feel before it becomes a big issue.
And don't expect perfection. Marriage is a partnership, not a fairy tale.
That's reassuring. I guess I just needed to hear that what I'm going through is normal.
Absolutely normal. Marriage isn't easy, but if you both keep trying, it's worth it.
Agreed. It's about growing together, not expecting things to stay the same forever.
Thanks, guys. This was actually really helpful.
Anytime. Now, let's get back to work before our boss thinks we're running a marriage counseling service in here. Alright, let's go.